This is gonna blow your mind. It was a hot summer in 1947. The sun blazed down on the desert and the sand was scorching hot. People sought shade, while the desert silence was deep as always. The air shimmered with heat, creating mirages that danced on the horizon, making the vast expanse seem even more surreal. The desert near Roswell, New Mexico was quiet. Too quiet. This silence felt like a sign of something to come. The vast emptiness of the desert seemed to hide an unknown secret. The stillness was almost eerie, as if the land itself was holding its breath, waiting for something extraordinary to happen. Then on July 8th, the silence was broken. Something crashed in the desert. But what was it? This object from the sky sparked everyone's curiosity. A pile of wreckage appeared in the middle of the desert. The debris was scattered over a wide area, and it was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. The answer, my friends, isn't so simple. This fallen object wasn't ordinary. A mystery lay in the depths of the desert. People were eager to solve it. Theories began to form, each more intriguing than the last, as the desert's enigmatic landscape seemed to whisper secrets to those who dared to listen. Roswell Air Force Base said it was a weather balloon. This seemed strange. Soldiers were carefully examining the wreckage. However, this explanation didn't satisfy many people. The meticulous attention given to the site suggested that there was more to the story than a simple weather balloon. Why so much secrecy for a simple balloon? People talked. They whispered of a cover-up. The townspeople wanted to know the truth behind this event. Rumors spread like wildfire, and the small town buzzed with speculation and fear. They said the truth was hidden in the desert sands. Years passed. The story of Roswell was forgotten, but it never truly died. The desert continued to keep its secrets. The sands shifted with the winds, but the mystery remained buried, waiting to be uncovered. In the 1970s, people started asking questions again. New witnesses came forward. These witnesses told a different story about what happened that day. The curtain of mystery over the incident began to lift. The renewed interest brought a fresh wave of intrigue and speculation. They told incredible stories about a crashed disk and strange bodies. These stories magnified the scale of the event. People wondered if these stories were true. The tales were so extraordinary that they reignited the public's fascination with the Roswell incident. Could this be the truth about Roswell? This secret lying in the depths of the desert might never be fully solved. But this mystery would always keep people's imaginations alive. The desert, with its endless horizons and hidden depths, would forever be a place where the line between reality and legend blurs. Why are there not more people talking about the Roswell incident? The witnesses in Roswell all agreed, this wasn't a weather balloon. On the night of the incident, they saw an unusual flash of light in the sky. This light wasn't the kind a regular weather balloon would make. Witnesses said the light moved quickly and then crashed to the ground. The speed and trajectory of the light were unlike anything they had ever seen before, leaving them both awestruck and puzzled. They talked about a material unlike anything on Earth. This material was a type of metal the witnesses had never seen before. It was shiny and smooth, but also incredibly light. The texture and appearance of the material were so foreign that it sparked numerous theories and speculations among the locals. It was light but strong, almost like foil, but it wouldn't tear. Witnesses said this material would immediately return to its original shape when bent. This was something an ordinary metal couldn't do. The resilience and flexibility of the material were beyond the capabilities of any known technology at the time. Some even said they saw strange symbols on the wreckage. These symbols were markings unlike any the witnesses had ever seen. Some thought these symbols might be alien hieroglyphs. The intricate designs and patterns led many to believe that they were dealing with something not of this world. Could these be alien hieroglyphs? Then there were the bodies. Witnesses said these bodies didn't look human. They were small, thin beings, and their skin was gray. The sight of these beings left an indelible mark on those who saw them, raising more questions than answers. Small, frail beings that didn't look human. These beings had large black eyes, and their heads were disproportionately large compared to their bodies. The eerie appearance of these beings was something that witnesses could never forget. Witnesses described large heads and big black eyes. These details were consistent in many witness accounts. It was as if everyone saw the same thing. The consistency in their descriptions added credibility to their claims. These details were consistent in many accounts. Witnesses said that after the incident, the government quickly arrived in the area and collected the wreckage. The swift response of the authorities only fueled the suspicions of the locals. The government, of course, denied everything. Government officials claimed the incident was just a weather balloon crash, but the witnesses knew what they saw was very different. The official statements did little to quell the growing curiosity and skepticism among the public. They stuck to the weather balloon story, but why did they lie? What were they hiding? The answer is clear: they were afraid of panic. They were afraid of the unknown. So they hid the truth. The government was worried about how the public would react to this kind of information. The fear of mass hysteria and the potential implications of such a revelation were too great for them to risk. But the truth has a way of coming out, doesn't it? Over time, more witnesses began to speak, and the true nature of the event slowly emerged. People were determined to learn the truth the government was hiding. The relentless pursuit of the truth by the witnesses and researchers eventually brought to light the details that the government tried so hard to conceal. I bet you didn't know the lengths the government went to silence the witnesses of Roswell. After the Roswell incident, government officials acted quickly. They tried every way to prevent the witnesses from talking. They made a great effort to cover up this event. The speed and efficiency with which they moved were astonishing, leaving many to wonder what they were so desperate to hide. The witnesses were ordinary people suddenly thrust into an extraordinary situation, and the government's response was to suppress their voices. They confiscated their photos and threatened those who spoke. They collected the evidence from the witnesses, forcibly taking photographs and documents. They made threats and instilled fear to silence those who spoke out. The intimidation tactics were relentless, creating an atmosphere of fear and mistrust. People were left with no choice but to comply, fearing for their safety and that of their families. But some brave souls kept pieces of the wreckage. These brave people took great risks to reveal the truth. They secretly hid metal fragments and passed them on to each other. These fragments were not just pieces of metal, they were pieces of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that could potentially reveal the existence of extraterrestrial life. The courage it took to hold on to these fragments cannot be overstated. Small, strange pieces unlike anything made on Earth. These pieces, my friends, are the key. These metal fragments carry markings never seen before on Earth. These markings are perhaps a message from another world. The intricate designs and unknown materials suggest a level of technology far beyond our own. Could these fragments be the remnants of an alien spacecraft? The possibilities are both thrilling and terrifying. They hold the secrets of advanced technology, perhaps alien engineering. We must analyze and examine them. These pieces bear the traces of an advanced technology. Perhaps they hold the secrets of alien engineering. We must carefully analyze and examine these pieces. The scientific community has a responsibility to investigate these fragments thoroughly. Only through rigorous analysis can we hope to understand their true nature and origin. This is the evidence we need to show the world the truth about Roswell. The government may try to hide the truth, but the evidence is there. We must continue to search and question. This evidence is the most powerful tool we have to uncover the truth behind the Roswell incident. Even though the government tries to hide the truth, this evidence screams the truth. We must continue to search, question, and uncover the truth. The journey to uncover the truth is long and arduous, but it is a journey we must undertake for the sake of history and humanity. We owe it to the witnesses and ourselves to uncover what really happened in Roswell. We must not forget the courage and sacrifices of the witnesses. We owe it to them and ourselves to reveal the truth. We must continue to fight to learn what really happened in Roswell. The legacy of Roswell is not just about the past, it is about our future. Understanding what happened could change our perception of our place in the universe. We must honor the bravery of those who came forward and continue to seek the truth. Exposing the mystery in Roswell. Why did they choose this remote corner of the world? I believe the answer lies deep in our ancient past. For centuries, people have looked at the stars and wondered if we are alone. But what if we aren't alone? What if ancient astronauts, visitors from other worlds, have been coming to Earth for thousands of years? What if they left their mark not just in ancient structures, but also in our DNA? Roswell, my friends, could be the link between our past and our future. We must open our minds to the possibility that we are not alone in this universe. We must embrace the idea that our ancestors may have made contact with beings from other worlds. Only then can we truly understand the significance of Roswell.